Spec.
True.
Men.
All.
Trin. T. Spec.
True.
Men.
No.
Trin. T.
Spec.
True. No.
Trin. T.
Just say.
True. No.
Trin. T.
Spec.
True. No.
Trin.
T.
Fuck. Spec.
True. No.
Shit. Welcome to the show, everybody. We hope
That was very well planned. We practiced that for hours.
that's what our choir sings. We have like a little song book. We should make a song book.
We should make a
For
songbook.
how Christians have
Dude,
songs.
speaking of songbooks and making things, Ali made a concept tarot/training card for our podcast.
Trading card. That's something I forgot to talk about on episode 2. There's a cryptid, like, trading card game.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because the one for the Spectral Kangaroo had one. And I was like, I really want this. And they have ones like Mothman and, like, shit like that.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I should get you the Mothman shirt from Spencer's where he's got, like, booty cheeks.
No, I'm not going to wear that, dude.
That's fine.
I'd personally Mothman, but not him with booty cheeks.
But it's funny.
But he does have booty cheeks. Like the statue does. You know about this. I know you know about this motherfucker. Don't act like I'm in the dark here. We all know about his chrome ass that is like...
His chromodome.
Looks like it was drawn in Adventure Time. Like that type of a butt.
Oh yeah, it looks like that on the shirt.
Great. Alright, maybe I will take it.
Today's tea.
Today, hold on. We gotta introduce it. We gotta introduce the segment. Welcome, everybody.
To our Appreciating Life segment.
Because life is important in our calling. Why is that? Anyone take it from here.
Go, Haley.
We're throwing the baton.
Because life produces herbal juices, goddammit, and we like to enjoy it.
And it's its own type of path and adventure, just like how our afterlife is. But we appreciate the one we're on right now.
Yeah, we have to appreciate the life we're on right now.
Fucking A.
So I lied to you. This is a base.
This is a base.
It's a new base.
A new base?
Not new, but new to you.
Did you lie to me too? I don't remember being informed about any of this.
Okay, so last time we were talking about how there was black, green, and red/herbal bases. And that was it.
This is between green and black. It is oolong.
Oolong?
Oolong.
What?
Oolong.
Are there different... So this is a base. Oolong's a base.
Yes.
That's not as hot as black.
Is there a fucking wheel here? Like for the colors and such? And in-betweens? Do you have your primary bases?
So, green tea, no fermentation at all. Black
Just
tea...
straight the leaves, essentially.
Yeah. Black tea, all the fermentation.
You burnt the shit out of that.
Huh?
You burnt the shit out of black tea.
Oh, yeah,
That's
kind of.
what you do with it, right?
Yeah.
Oolong, between that, it's half oxidized.
Okay. So where does red fall comparatively?
It's herbal,
middle, right?
so it's like the flower.
So it's closer to green.
Yes.
Okay. If it were like a line.
Kind of.
Red would be
Black
in the
would
middle,
be way
right?
over here. And then in the middle would be oolong, somewhere in between red and then green.
I thought red was in the middle.
Red, green, oolong, black.
Okay.
Red's lighter than green?
What about white?
Okay.
Didn't we have a white base also?
And white's the lightest.
White's
green.
the lightest.
White, green, oolong, black.
Where's
what about red?
All the way at the beginning!
So
Wait, so red, white.
Green,
Red, white, and
oolong,
blue.
black.
For now, just take fucking
For
herbal.
now?
Listen to me, goddammit. Herbal is not from the same plant. This is all from the same fucking plant.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. So herbal is a range, yes?
Yes, herbal is its own range because
Okay,
it's fucking
so fuck
flowers
herbal.
and shit. Yeah, that's outlier.
herbal.
Outlier.
So white, green, black.
White, green, oolong, black.
Those are the main
Those are the-
four bases,
For
same
now.
plant.
Yes.
Apparently there's more.
From the Camellia sinensis or whatever the fuck it's called.
No,
First
it's gonna be
episode.
like the lantern course.
Oh, okay, I'm down with this.
It makes sense because green is willpower, and it's
Yeah.
the first one, sets the tone. Anyway.
Oh, she's a big Green Lantern fan. This is how it comes out.
No, I don't even know anything about Green Lantern.
That's what we think right now. But what did you do for your second one? Yellow?
There are yellow teas. There's also purple teas.
All right. Maybe it was red then. No, that was the fourth one.
I feel betrayed.
Our first tea was black.
All right, I'm a fucking... I can't say that word.
Interesting.
I went black and then green. I went backwards.
Can we taste this tea?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do that here. Ooh, Lonnie, mommy.
I hate you so much.
I thought it was Zooey Mama, but I was like, I should tie it in with the tea somehow. Ulani Mami.
I hated that.
Put that on a shirt.
But this tea brews at 195 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's below black tea. Black tea brews at like 208.
But it's higher than green tea.
Yes.
Okay, I'm learning.
You're there. Oolong is fermented, as we were saying earlier, but oolong is fermented longer than green tea. And I hate you both.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that happened.
It was like we were in class, and we were like, the teacher was giving her lesson, and we were just like looking at each other like, If any one of you laughs, you get detention.
Yeah, go in the corner.
I got tea all over my face, now I gotta go sit in the fucking corner.
Yeah.
For audio listeners. I guess I'm talking to Tristan, really.
No.
I spit all over my fucking self and tea shot in my face.
That's what you did.
Yeah, it was a literal spit take.
Oh my god.
Why was that, Gavin? Why did you do that?
Because we locked eyes and you had your shit-eating grin. The classic, iconic kind of shit-eating grin. The one I think of every time. It made me laugh.
I'm happy. Sorry, T Miser, please go on.
Good fucking god. It's fermented longer than green tea, but less than black tea, making the flavor bright like a green tea. However, because it is oxidized longer, it has a more rich and buttery flavor towards the end, and it rounds out the body.
Butter.
Shut up!
Butter's really good, too.
It also has floral flavors to it. But, for reference, green tea has no oxidation. And then for black tea, it usually takes 2 to 8 hours after the leaves have been dried to oxidize.
Oh.
2 days?
2 to 8 hours.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
This isn't too floral, though.
It might be because it sat in the pot for a while.
What does floral flavors consist of?
Kind of like that green tea we had with the cherry blossom. That was a floral flavor that you had a hard-on for.
I literally just imagine flowers, and then I think about like the scents of flowers and the taste I'd associate with those scents.
I thought about what the taste would be of me just munching on a flower, and then I was like, that doesn't sound appealing.
But oolong is also known as woolong or black dragon tea.
Black dragon
tea.
Does woolong mean black dragon?
Yes, I believe.
So
I gotta name a weapon after that now.
This is just the base.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I was
fully clear.
This
is just the base.
Yes.
Like how we had just white tea, correct?
Yes. But oolong has a range of benefits due to the fact that it is semi-oxidized, so it has benefits from both green tea and black tea. And here's my pages of fucking science for your ass.
Bill
can you
the science woman.
Do me the honor of pouring me some more tea?
If you get me the pot of water, because that was
spectacular.
Oh, also I can pass around the little leaves so you can smell it for once, because I got loose leaf again.
I would love to sniff it.
I would love to sniff some feet. I mean tea.
So this tea, like all the other bases we've given you, they are high in antioxidants, which is a nutrient that helps the body by protecting cells from damage that naturally occurs through the aging process.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm back in school again.
Oh, just wait.
So wait. If I drink this tea, this is like the fountain of youth tea.
Kinda, yeah.
I can feel myself getting younger. The wrinkles are decreasing.
This tea has been linked to lowering risk of diabetes due to the polyphenols, which are found in oolong tea.
You hear that, all you fat fucks? Drink up.
Which are shown to lower blood sugar levels and reduce the body's resistance to insulin. And then polyphenols are also responsible for aiding heart health. Polyphenols are able to activate the enzyme that breaks down a type of fat found in the blood known as triglyceride.
God damn.
You wanted science. You're getting
I
science.
know, I do want this, but I think it's funny that every time me and Connor make eye contact, we burst out in laughter.
Quit making eye contact. Look at the camera.
Hello. Look at me.
And then triglyceride is a fat.
I got lost in his beautiful eyes, guys.
And yours.
Triglyceride is a fat that is.
They remind me of the stars.
That is a contributor to the thickening of arteries.
Oh, my arteries.
Can you run that last part back? I'm so sorry.
Triglyceride.
My favorite.
It is a fat that is a contributor to thick artery walls that increase the risk of stroke, heart attack, and other heart diseases.
Wait, I don't like this. Why do I like this? Triglyceride.
You don't like that. It gets rid of it.
It gets rid of
That's what I'm
it?
saying. It gets
Yes.
rid of, yeah.
Go ahead.
It breaks down the It is also shown to be helpful with cognitive support, and it contains amino acid called L-theanine. L-theanine behaves similarly to glutamate, which helps to translate nerve impulses to the brain. However, there are times where theanine will block glutamate, so it kind of like it'll cancel that out, but it'll do the same thing glutamate does. But L-theanine with a combination of the antioxidants have brain protective properties that may prevent neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and dementia.
Dementia's funny.
On top of all these benefits, oolong also has a fluoride content recommended by dentists to help prevent cavities and reduce tooth loss and oral cancer.
Real?
Yes.
Cancer?
Oral cancer.
Oh, okay.
So you're telling me everyone I know should start drinking this tea?
If they have
You
fucked
hear
up
it?
teeth, yes. It is also an excellent source of manganese, potassium, magnesium, niacin, and sodium.
And those are all good things too.
I fucking hate sodium.
It's
overrated.
salt. Salt's on the cashews that you love to eat so
I know,
much.
but I'm not tasting salt, man. It's all about the chew. Give it here. Listen, that's all nut. That's all nut.
Shut up.
You hear that, guys? Gavin's all nut.
I'm all nut. It's not just November.
So do you think if, like,
That's like EA. It's in the game.
God were real, he'd even care if people believed in him?
No.
Like, okay, because, you know, you gotta think of this complex concept of this super being, right?
Okay.
That created everything around you. And you're trying to apply your emotions to this thing. But I think it's a logical leap to believe that this inconceivably powerful being has the same motivations or even comprehensible motivations, let alone emotions, in relation to the thing it created. You know? So I just don't think that if there was a God, and maybe there is one, and all the interpretations are just, you know, of one thing that they seem not to think or something, whatever it might be. But if you know, there was one, then why would he care if anybody else believes in him, you know? And I don't think this applies to all people who believe that there's some type of God out there. I think a lot of them kind of mind their own business, or, you know, I'd like to hope that everyone kind of would. But it's just an interesting thought, because, like, why would this being beyond power we can't even imagine, why would he even care? You know?
Well, do you know about this, like, the idea in which...
Thank you so much.
Like,
You need to stir it.
God eventually, after, like, making everything, like, gets to the point where he goes, like, I think it'd be interesting to, like, see what it's like to be the things I've created. And then he, like, puts himself in the place of, like, a human. And then he just forgets he's God and just lives out, like, a human's life. And that's just, and the idea is, like, we're all God, dude.
That'd be interesting. You look really quiet.
Ma'am?
Gavin.
Oh.
I look really quiet. Well, it's a good thing in post we fixed it.
Also, I'm really appreciative of all the science you brought me today.
Oh, there's also the history now.
Let's go.
History.
Sometime around the beginning of the Qing Dynasty.
Yikes. I mean, I know you're Asian and all, but I mean...
Which began in 1644, Oolong made the first appearance for the Ui, not Wu Yu.
These aren't real.
Yes, they
You're just
are.
being racist.
Ui!
Ooh.
The Ui Mountains found in China. The first name of Oolong in writings was Yan
boy.
was Yancha or rock tea due to the rocky soil found in Uishan. This name is actually still used for teas made in this region.
The Uishan region?
Yes. The Uishan region.
Where is that?
Southeast China.
Southeast China. You ever want to go China?
I'll go to China.
I've always gone like, I don't know if I want to go.
I want
Why
to.
not?
It's just so different.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere's different. That's the glory
I
of
know,
it.
but like their culture is so vastly different than ours.
Then we go there and we learn.
That'd be good for you.
I'd rather just go to Italy.
Fuck Italy.
Italy's beautiful.
Italy's beautiful, but people aren't.
I'm fine with that. I don't have to talk to people.
The process of making oolong spread north to the Fujian province and south towards the Anxi and the Guangdong province. Later, oh my god, why can't I read? And later made its way to Taiwan around the 1810.
She had a real tough time with Taiwan.
Yeah, Taiwan, man. Like many of our other teas, the southeastern province... Like many of our other teas, it comes from the southeastern province that we know as the Fujian. It was responsible for creating and perfecting the first oolong teas. They've already seen the golden age of tea, which ranged from 960... Yes, the golden age of tea. They came up with a lot of teas, dude.
The golden age. When did it? When
There was a dark age, too. I talk about it
There
later.
was? Oh!
But the golden age of teas from 960 to 1279.
That's a long fucking age.
They were discovering new teas.
It was the golden age, Kevin.
Of tea?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the epoch of revelation, whatever the words are.
In 1392...
It was the epoch of foolishness.
I'm gonna shove my mic in your mouth.
Up your ass.
In 1392, the freshly established Ming Dynasty instilled a prohibition on purity, which is a compressed tea cake.
A prohibition on purity?
Yeah, pure.
Like they were
Like
like,
pu'er
we don't
tea.
want your pure shit.
Well, it's...
No, I think pure is like a word for bread.
Pure is a type of tea. It is a compressed tea cake.
So it's a word for tea cake.
It's not even a cake. It's just compressed tea.
Why do they use the term cake?
Because
Oh,
it's
the
brown.
shape?
Yes.
Oh,
Good
okay.
God.
So it's just like a puck of tea.
Yes.
A tea puck.
Fucking
You
Americans.
stupid idiots. They should have just called this damn teapot.
Which propelled the
I love
Fujian province
being that
into
guy.
a sort of dark age for tea production. However, this pushed them to produce loose leaf tea, and thus oolong and many other teas were born.
How many teas?
Many.
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 And that's the golden age? That's how
That's
many?
the dark
That's
age.
the dark. How long was the dark age?
I do not know the exact year. I do not
Millions
care.
of years.
No.
Yeah,
We're not out of it yet. Starbucks is around, dude. Tea's in the gutter.
Yeah. Fujian tea makers, which are heavily believed to be Buddhist monks, came up with the method.
Wait.
Yeah, run it back.
Yeah, run that back.
Buddhist monks.
I know, but we're thought to
Heavily
be believed.
Yes.
Were they just like, guys, we're monks. We've been around
No,
the monkey picking trails,
No,
okay?
Modern
we
day
have no
people
idea who it
believe
was,
that it
but
was
no-
monks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if they were talking up a storm and
No.
no one ever checked them on their shit. Like, are you guys really monks?
But they came up with a method of slow charcoal roasting in order to dry the oolong leaves.
Choco?
Charcoal.
Charcoal. I thought like most.
No,
like,
I just
melted
talked too
chocolate over it.
fast.
Choco.
In order to dry the oolong leaves, this was called yancha, and the term was still used today, and as it translates to lit rock tea.
Yancha.
Yancha.
I really like this tea.
And it pairs well with citrus, soft cheeses, crackers, seafood, and herby dishes.
I would agree. It does pair well with all of these things. And the crackers might be a little much, but even so.
I want the citrus.
Then open it.
I know, but
It took me so long to open mine. Like, I feel like
Also, I am finished.
spectacular.
Unless you have questions.
Spectruminal.
Trinity. For all y'all who don't know what the notebook looks like, it's got a bunch of plants on it. They're holographic.
It really brings out the flowery flavor. Like the flowery flavor. Damn, dude. The floral flavor.
The flower power.
Flower power. Gavin, say it.
flower power. Use that in a video game, guys.
Please do.
Someone make a video game of us and our cult.
Can someone take that audio clip and mod Street Fighter 6 so that when Ryu throws out Hadouken, he says that instead? That's the only thing. Or Dragon Ball Fighter Z, whenever anyone does like a Kamehameha. Just put it there. What?
For Yu-Gi-Oh!
There's no Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game.
No, but you could, in the fucking TV series, when there'd be like, you activate my trap card, he just screams flower power.
Flower power! And Kaiba's like, oh!
Can you do one that's like really like strung out so we can put the Kamehameha whole like
Flower! Flower! Power!
That was great.
Guys, lift your hands in the air. He's gonna throw the flower power spirit ball. Every time I say it, it gets a bit more like Boston.
Can we have a flower power counter on
No.
screen,
No.
please?
No.
What if I say it a bunch?
I definitely
Put
won't do it
Bayonetta
there.
right above me.
I'm fine with doing that. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Haley?
I mean, I can bitch about you guys saying just adding milk makes it a latte, because it
I
doesn't.
just don't know if you want to talk about it. Because, like, I realize watch it while editing these episodes.
I only talk about my tea, yeah.
Exactly. And we talk about Power Rangers and Batman. And I'm just wondering if you want to talk about anything else that is just not related to, like, the gimmick.
Not unless you want to ask me questions about Bayonetta.
She's the one who brings in viewers.
Everyone's here for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally talk to people. I'm like, hey, if you want to learn about tea, and then they watch it, and then I think they tune out for the rest of it.
Well, because like she's the female.
Yeah.
No offense.
Everyone's really, like, sexually attracted to you.
I mean, yeah.
I did not like that response.
She's the
You're
actual
too confident
informative
about that.
one here. You know?
That's true.
What did you say?
She's just along for the ride like everybody else.
What do you mean, the only informative one? Here, I'll give you a little current event. A fucking semi-truck flew over itself.
It wasn't my dad, I can tell you that.
Oh, you heard about this?
No, but it wasn't my dad. He drives a semi-truck.
Oh, okay. I just know a fucking semi-truck, like...
His truck did fucking break, though, because of the cold.
There's a gun raid in Fremont.
A gun raid?
K Jewelers was robbed like last week, maybe the week before.
There's no guns there.
Fucking kid. That is right next to you.
Yeah.
Middle of the night. Well, early morning.
I thought people were raiding a building for guns.
No, there was also a gun raid. Recently. More recently.
A gun raid?
Yeah.
Oh. What's that?
They raided 2 buildings for guns. SWAT.
Who did? Okay, SWAT. Where were the guns? Where were the guns?
In the place.
What's the place?
Where they were hidden down.
My house. I'm not legally allowed to disclose this information. I'm on the run.
It's on the lamb.
They won't take my guns. Everybody go vote. Even though I won't be doing it.
I recently added Kyan on PlayStation.
Good. Are you gonna play him in Mortal Kombat or something?
Do you guys think that there'd be a war if the government was like, no more trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
You
fucking
think-
company.
I'm no longer jobless.
Really?
Yeah. Orientation on Thursday.
Where?
Bleep
I
it.
guess, yeah, never mind, don't say. But it's called the Pentagon. It's this little place.
Gonna burn it from the inside out.
Oh boy. You hear that? You
Coming for you.
fucking CIA officer, I fucking know you hear me.
I know you're listening to
I
us.
know, like a CIA officer, Gavin. This isn't good.
Great, I was talking to him.
And there's literally an episode of you talking about the perfect murder.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. This is.
You're not gonna do it. But if you were to, that's how you do it.
You sound.
It's called
You sound like
premeditated.
OJ.
Yeah. Listen, man. The gloves I wear will not fit.
Have you heard that
But I
it's
will go
like
on a
his
drive.
son? That was.
I
Like
do
a
have
theory.
leather gloves here tonight.
You have leather.
Here tonight.
Okay. Just watch. Now I didn't know who to go back to because I was interested in the leather gloves, but like I know about the OJ son thing, that
Yeah.
theory that he did it, and the OJ was like, "I'll take the blame." But why do you have leather gloves here?
Because it's cold outside.
That's true. It's very cold where we are, people.
It's like negative 237 degrees Kelvin.
Calvin.
I was say it's just 4 degrees
that's
outside
what Calvin
right now.
says. He's our little friend that tells us.
He
the
lives
weather.
under the table.
He's a little mouse in the walls.
No, he lives under the
He's
table.
not very accurate, so like, don't go after the motherfucker.
Yeah, I just scraped ice off of my car before I came over. I was so fucking pissed.
What's Kine laughing at?
I used one of my mints.
Oh, okay.
And the other one's in my fucking pocket.
One of your mints? Make that sound like it's a power up or something.
It is.
How?
What do you mean how?
Like what? You pop a mint and you're like Popeye,
Yeah.
or like Mario,
Well, I pop a mint and then I have a mint in my mouth.
and you're like, I feel good now.
No. I
Oh,
then I
that's
chew
just
it up. Yeah.
I chew it up and enjoy the process of the minty flavor in my mouth.
Well, no, because these are chalky mints.
Oh.
So you can just go soft.
Yeah.
Get real close to the mic for that one. Did you come at that, people?
It's like a good from Minecraft.
Yeah.
You know.
That last one was a bit too sensual for me.
That was just for you. Only for you.
Alright, I guess we'll move on to my segment.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, do you have anything else to say? I don't want to rush you along.
I've been done.
Okay.
And nobody asked me questions about Bayonetta, so here we go.
Let's go into a big one.
Oh, God.
We'll come back and see if we have time. We might save it for next episode. Bayonetta talk. Prepare your notes on that.
Okay. It's all up here.
Oh boy. So I didn't take any notes anymore. I mean, not anymore. This week. Because I've been really very busy.
Let it loose.
Let's stretch what we can on the podcast. Let's see what we can do. Let's stretch it.
Oh, I watched the Apothecary Diaries. I finished off the episodes that are out.
Oh my god.
I'm watching the Percy Jackson show.
I know. What the
You
fuck
are?
are you watching on my Crunchyroll?
I don't know.
It's like Magic and Muscles or some shit.
I hope so.
Magic and muscles.
Yeah, that was the title. This is Magic and Muscles.
Oh yeah.
Magic muscles.
So there's this. It was a manga for a long time. Obviously, that's usually how anime go, or it was like a short story, webcomic, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. But it's this magic world, and people have marks, and it's usually on their face, and like how many marks determines how much magic power you have. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
This kid's born markless.
Of
Well,
course.
through a series of events, he's challenged to try to become a grand wizard. So he goes to this wizard academy and has to enroll and like pass these tests and shit. But he doesn't have magic. He's just really, really strong. And it's very funny
I saw a
sometimes
snippet of this.
because sometimes like when someone shoots magic at him, he just slaps it away, or he breaks their wand with his hand, or he like punches him in the face. Because all these people like in this setting, like they're kind of soft. You know, they can do spells. That's their thing. They're not like, "Ugh." And this guy's just, the
You know
entire
who
time.
else has marks on their face? Sakuna.
from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I'm also wearing a Toji necklace that my wife from Georgia got me.
That's adorable.
Love you, Renee.
She watch.
I'll make her watch.
Good. Hi. Welcome.
Hello, Renee.
And everybody else, I guess,
love you.
named Renee. Nobody else can subscribe or...
Everyone else whose name is Renee that we aren't talking about, you gotta leave, dude.
Yeah, you're not my
gotta get
Renee.
out.
Get the fuck out.
There's only room for one Renee, apparently.
If you don't
Yeah.
leave, you're gonna get McCarthy, dude.
I don't know what that means.
If you are named Renee and you're not my Renee, you're getting renamed.
You guys know how The Sopranos ends?
No.
Don't tell me.
I've never watced The
Don't
Sopranos.
tell me.
I know there's a scene where the
Really,
dude's
don't
like,
tell me.
so no fucking
like
ZD?
it. I really like how it ends.
Don't tell me.
Gavin, it ends really good.
Have you watched The Sopranos?
No, I just know the ending.
Okay. Okay.
And I was like, that's really good. I like that.
I just know there's a scene where the kid's like, so what, no fucking ZD?
There's a scene where, like... I have no idea. I've
I know it's
only
by a
ever seen...
jukebox. I know that, but that's all I know. Don't stop believing.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that
don't know
was...
the context.
Yeah, oh. Well, I won't tell you, because you don't want to know.
I don't.
But it's pretty good.
I'm sure the Sopranos guys, go check it out. You might not have heard of it.
What did you
Unfortunately,
just...
some people might not have.
Oh, wow.
Think about that.
I've been thinking about our generation a lot recently.
Why? Are you disappointed?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm more
Are
so
you
just
sad?
scared.
Scared?
Yeah.
I'm scared because a lot of teachers are like, these kids are stupid.
Well, I'm
You
just-
know, that
I mean,
bothers
like,
me.
I don't know how much I should get into this because I'm going to make a video.
You know
about
how
this.
rigorous our grading system is compared to a lot of European schools?
No,
I mean, I always hear it's worse.
No, ours is like way tougher on the students. Like that's why all our grades are like lower because they have such a rigorous grading system here compared to like Britain and all that shit. They have a very easygoing system because like their A's.
They're a bunch of pussies then.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers.
their
You don't know shit. You think you're smart? Come over to
their
America.
A's are from like 60% to like fucking whatever the hell.
Bitch, you a
60%?
dumbass.
60%.
60.
It's something like that, yeah. But it's like to that extent, it's really low. Like they can get a low score and still be.
Some 60% motherfuckers revolutionized music. We can do anything.
You're right. Let's go, like...
We
put the
should
moon in a
do our
jar.
band.
Yeah, let's do covers of other famous songs.
That's how we start.
Nah, I have a few originals in the bank. Don't worry,
Okay,
guys.
then write them down.
No, they're written. Yeah, no.
They're in the bank.
Yeah.
Then bring them out of the vault.
Lost
No,
my
no.
card.
Synthesizer is forever placed in the vault.
That's like you know the grave that like every soldier like has to like guard, the unnamed like tomb of like the
Yeah, I know what
unnamed
you're
or
saying.
whatever. Synthesizers in there. That's the secret.
Synthesizers
just
with
guarding
Bin
it,
Laden at the
they're-
bottom of the sea.
That's what he was
You were
listening to.
rhyming.
You know how he was like watching
Bin Laden
ants?
in the bottom of the sea.
You know how he was watching ants?
We're
in,
gonna
like,
have that as a
anime?
lyric
So he was
now.
like caved in a bunker. Well, he also had synthesizers.
That sounds like an Eminem lyric. With Bin Laden at the bottom of the sea.
That's true.
Under the sea.
With Bin Laden.
He definitely says Bin Laden at one point.
Bin Laden. Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah. No, dude, I was
Gavin, you need to turn off that white
I
boy
was
charm.
listening to a song and I realized that like this artist and Eminem have like a similar bar, and I was like, am I really that nerdy where I can just pull
Yes.
out these random?
Your Eminem autism, we
It's
know
terrible.
this.
It's crazy.
Oh man. Eminem.
What a guy.
Remember, I don't know. There's a guy that I work with who's pretty cool. If you're watching this, you know who you are. You're a pretty cool guy. I know you keep trying to talk with me, and I just keep pushing you off, but that's just my emotional
This is
balance
why.
getting in the way.
He didn't want you to see this, but you're here, so hello,
Yeah,
thank you.
But he was like, we started talking about music, and he was just like, we talked about Eminem, and he was like, yeah, I actually like, he prefaced this by saying like, I know this is controversial, but I actually like I like his newer stuff more. And I was like, dude, I could have hours of long conversation.
That's fascinating.
Because I told him, I was like, I have the exact opposite opinion of you. And he was like, no, Kamikaze and like music could be murdered by my favorite albums by him. And I'm like, That's fascinating.
So I had a similar but not similar at all experience the other day where I was at and this is a reoccurring thing that I picked up on a while ago, but it's still a thing to this day, which is kind of astonishing. But the other day, last month, I stopped for a burger with my grandfather.
You said that so clinically, like you're giving like a police, what's the word? Testimony. A burger with my grandfather.
On an overlook of some water.
Oh, I know where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And we're there, and you know...
Recently, it's cold. Why are you by the water?
Oh, because I was hungry.
You're parked, probably.
And I had to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and, you know, I'm in there, and all I can hear... So there's two songs playing. There's one over their radio, whatever they're listening to. And then there's the one blaring out of the kitchen. And the one blaring out of the kitchen is just some generic Eminem radio. Because it's just going from song to song, new to old, like, just, like...
It's always the line cooks.
Yeah, completely randomized.
Going from like cleaning out my closet to like Falls.
You know what? Cleaning out my closet was one of the ones that like I was like, oh wow, it really came out of nowhere. And then there was like a new one that was on.
This is the playlist in the.
It's just the radio.
In the
It's not a playlist.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, the kitchen. The kitchen is a place, dude.
It's probably like a YouTube radio where it's just a bunch of Eminem songs.
But like everyone was like, yeah, we're all on Eminem phase right now.
No, because it's been a reoccurring thing. I think there's
what
just
the
like
fuck
one
are you
guy.
talking about?
Okay,
I would go insane if I.
And that's what I was saying because every time.
You're in a psychosis.
Not every
right
time,
now.
but a lot of the time when I go to this specific place, I go to the bathroom. You gotta go to the bathroom frequently. And I just hear like Eminem radio playing, or the music's just quiet enough you can hear whatever song and his Eminem blasting in the back room, dude. Some people just listen to that's crazy to me. I mean, I'm also I don't know where I stand on Eminem actually. There's definitely some periods I enjoy and some I enjoy less.
Yeah.
But I don't
like
know
me
what's
being
what.
haunted by roses. You're being haunted by fucking Eminem.
Oh, no.
By Slim Shady.
Have you seen the ads, the super or whatever football thing's going on?
Super Bowl?
Maybe. Did you see the ads that Eminem's doing?
No, I always get Cheez-It ones.
Oh my god, it's so he's just putting it on his Instagram and it's so goofy. It's so
What's
goofy.
he doing? He's just going like, "Let's watch the game."
No, he's just like, "Hey man, I rapped for you. You gotta give us this one. You gotta give us this one."
What?
And then he's like, "I'm announcing the third quarter, so whatever." He's just like making jokes. There's some weird. I don't know.
Eminem is saying this?
He said, "Dude, I really want to show you
I
right
kind of
now."
want to like look it up right now.
I'm pulling
I think
out
he's
my
being
phone
held at
because
gunpoint.
I was there for you when you won it. I was there for you. I was right there. My New Year's resolution was for the Lions to win the Super Bowl. So, what's up?
This makes me wonder what it's like to be friends with Eminem.
yeah,
Like, I wonder what he's like away from the celebrity.
that seems very sad to me.
Sad?
Yeah,
I'm with him on this.
there's definitely like some element of like comedy there.
Yeah.
And just, but there's definitely like part of it. I was just like that made me sad.
That didn't make me sad.
Does it feel like he's selling out?
No.
Okay.
It's just like
I looked at that and I went, "That's a guy having a good time."
yeah.
Yeah, because I think his friends are with him, and he's making his friends laugh. I think he does that, and he's thinking about how he's gonna think of how his friends are laughing at it.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I guess I just wasn't given enough credit. I guess
it speaks volumes to me because I mean, like that screams success story to me. He's just fucking around. He doesn't take the Super Bowl seriously. And you think of like the places he's been in his life.
Hold on.
And like the rock bottom he's been in. Rock bottom. But then to be there. I think he's just enjoying life.
Fucking Post Malone released his country song the other day.
Doesn't he have like a lot of country songs?
No, he raps. This is his first country album.
Oh, album.
so. Yeah, he has a lot of country
He does have
songs.
a lot of songs.
Well, now.
At least 8. I can probably guarantee.
Actually, it might have just been a single. I wasn't paying attention because it just came across my TikTok page and I was like, ah, shit, now I gotta fucking listen to it.
Why do you have to listen to it?
Why do you?
Because Post Malone, like, he's a cool guy.
He's a
But
cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm not big on the way he raps. Just because I'm like, whatever.
You're a big country gal.
Not really. I like bluegrass more than I like country.
What's the difference?
One's a little...
One's more darker
One's
themes
blue.
and got a banjo. The other one's got a stupid fucking acoustic guitar.
Okay. Don't be shit on the acoustic guitar, man. You get a Latino person
I'm
on that
shit, yeah, Latino, not a fucking white country boy.
You know.
Personally, I prefer my Latinas, but
I have topics because I feel bad because I actually have topics I want to research that I'm actually interested in,
Uh-huh.
but I was just very busy. And I guess I will mention it now. Yeah, like as you realized, it's been 2 weeks since this episode came out because we're moving to a bi-weekly schedule because I got a lot of stuff on my
life
plate.
is hard, god damn it.
I got like possibly 3 things, like 3 different types of shows I'm making. So I can't make a 2-hour long podcast every week.
How'd your talkies go?
It didn't happen. But I'm holding out hope. I got called off. I'm sad about it. But it's okay. But yeah. I'm excited to actually research the topics I want to talk about because I'm fascinated by them.
So is this like a trailer for that, or?
No.
Do you have more trivia questions for us?
I could think of some probably. But these are just things I was thinking about.
Okay.
It's just like, I gotta have something to talk about. But
You know, Gavin, if your segment's just about understanding self and you just bring your thoughts every time, I guess that's
I'm
something we
fine
can
with
attribute
that.
to the cult.
I just want to have a good time.
It's important. I mean, that's all you need.
I'm having a good time right now.
That's good. I mean, I use this to
The last thing I want this to feel like is work.
Gavin, I suit up.
What?
This is work.
Gavin, I did scientific research.
That's true.
Also, I just fucking lost my laptop somehow. I was searching for it today because I wanted to do, my research on there instead of on my phone. Nowhere to be found. Went in a fucking blind rage when I rearranged my room and now I can't find it. Continue.
I think I'm going to start reading more. Anyway, go on, Gavin.
Why?
I just need to read.
You need to?
I think it helps a lot with
I think
just,
it
like,
does.
understanding. Like, I'm reading a book right now, and this book reminds me of a dear friend of mine who's currently, or maybe not currently, on a ski trip. And, and I don't know why it reminds me of her so much, because this book...
I need her to read that book I want you to read, too.
And this book's called Legendborn. That is what the book I was talking about before is called. And there is this...
Oh, the magic one?
Yeah, there's this... that has a complex magic system. I haven't seen it yet. I'm 7 chapters in.
Where's the complex magic?
I know.
I want my 2 + 2s,
But
goddammit.
this is definitely like a 16-year-old, maybe 15-year-old, like, probably black girl's book. It's definitely...
Fantasy? Okay.
It's definitely like...
Young adult.
The exact...
Why black, though?
Just because... okay, so...
What made it scream black to you?
She recommended
Okay,
the book
first
on
of
her
all, they
story
talk
today.
about it. Because the main character is African-American, right?
Okay.
So...
No, okay, that's a big indicator.
It's in North Carolina. Her dad is asking her if she's met any more black kids because she needs to find a quote community. That's from the book. She talks about how she's never felt comfortable around a cop again in the book.
Okay.
She gets in the back of a cop car and was just like, she kind of goes into how she hasn't felt comfortable with that.
Is someone she know a cop?
No.
Okay.
Did she get arrested?
No.
Oh, it's because her mom died, right?
No,
Or
also
whatever the
no.
fuck. Went missing.
But her mom did die, presumably, but actually she's at the point where she's like, magic's real? At least in chapter 7, right? No, she's like, magic's real, and now she's playing mind games with this guy, and they're going back and forth, and it's actually a really... okay, listen, I don't like this book. I don't think it's great.
Oh, boy.
But I'm committed, because that's how I am.
Oh, kind.
I'm like,
It's fine.
I need you to read the book I want you to read.
But I'm committed.
How much more is there?
There's like 800 pages in this book.
Kind.
But I'm reading it online, so I can't even see the page count, so I can't even visualize it.
I'm at like 400 something right now. I'm almost exactly halfway through my first book.
But there's this scene so far. So far, I really don't like the book, but like, it's not bad. It's not.
It's 800 pages of the shit. Hold on.
It's not bad, but I don't think I like it.
Don't read it then.
I'll get hooked at some point, and it'll just flow.
Kyan, don't do this.
This is why
You give up too easy. This is why you don't like reading.
But there's this scene where the main character has just enough information to kind of walk her or talk her way through a conversation about something she doesn't really know. And that thing is about like what the book title is, Legendborns, and what those are. Mm-hmm. And there's definitely some ranking hierarchy, and she kind of just talks her way through this conversation she knows nothing about, because the kid who she's talking, who is well informed, is asking her all these questions and throwing these words out that she has no context for.
Zabrutos.
He is shoes.
It's like me speaking tea lingo to you guys. You're like, what?
Yeah.
He's really eager, and he just assumes by the end of their conversation or midway through their conversation that she's been sent to test him, because she knows just enough to talk into this conversation, but she doesn't really know what's going on. And I like the setup for the scene, because it did show you all these pieces and her kind of trying to piece certain things together, and then it puts her in a position where she has to be tested, and
For
somehow she just meanders through it.
Like Jar Jar Binks?
Almost. I love it.
Gavin, I need to find a book that I think you might be interested
I have books I have.
Then read.
Gavin doesn't have the time. We had to go to a bi-weekly schedule.
Yeah, I have.
You have breaks.
No, he doesn't.
Breaks.
At work.
No,
you
I don't.
You don't have breaks at work? Why don't they give you breaks?
No, they do. Gavin just works through.
Well, also, I wouldn't have time for breaks. I don't think anyone takes a break in my work.
That feels illegal.
It's fine. I don't give a fuck.
All right, Gavin.
I want to talk to you about road rage first.
Oh, God. Go on.
What is it? What is it?
You guys know I have two sisters.
Yes.
One of which is fairly quiet.
Yes.
Compared to the rest of my family at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Did she road rage?
Now, for years I didn't hear her talk. Or, not talk. I shouldn't say talk. I heard her talk. She was just really quiet. But I definitely never heard her yell. The first time I remember seeing her really yell. And I mean, like...
Hitler style.
Yeah,
Pouring your soul into that speech.
Was when some dude was driving slow as shit in front of us.
Real as fuck. Real as fuck.
When there was no good God-given reason to do so.
Can you give us like an example of what that was?
What was she saying?
Also, what year was this?
This was probably 3 years, 4 years maybe at this point.
Wow.
I just remember driving in the car, and like we're like in the middle of town, and this dude's creeping along at a measly 15 miles an hour, where the standard speed limit is 25 miles an hour. That is 10 under the speed limit. And there's no reason. I mean, it's a sunny day. It was fine. And I'll say her name because we talk about her because she's our designer. Anyway, the first time and I just remember Holly going like,
"Oh boy." I heard an R creep out.
No, because we were creeping up to a light, and we could have made the light if this dude wasn't going, 15 and a 25.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
She was just like, it's so out of character for her to like cuss in anger too.
It's true.
So she was like, "You fucking idiot!" And she was like,
"Oh wow."
She was like going like this with her hands, like. I don't know. She was
fucking idiot!
Yeah, just like that. And she's yelling, and I mean, like you could feel the hate in her voice when she was yelling.
That would scare me.
I was
you
so.
You should not ride
confused.
in a car with me then.
No, not from you, from Ollie.
Gavin, you haven't seen the pure road
It's about Ollie though. I could see you getting mad. I can't see Ollie getting mad.
Now she has a dog, so she has to yell. But like before that, it was a lot less.
Yeah.
Road rage.
I experienced road rage this morning, and this usually doesn't happen to me, but in dear old Ohio, it's been fucking extremely cold out here. And
You live in Ohio?
yes, we do.
Huge.
I know I lied and we said we're filming this in Washington, D.C., but it's not true. We're
It's
in
actually Maine.
Maine, Ohio.
Ohio, Maine.
Actually, New Oxford, Ohio. Well, Oxford, Ohio.
I lied. We're in Louisiana.
I lied. We're in Ohio. It's the nega Ohio.
Type O negative.
Type. What does that mean?
That is a band.
It's my blood type.
I think it's my grandpa's blood type. But Type O negative is a goth band. The main dude of it is really weird, and one of their album covers is actually his dick.
That's a lot of bands.
Anyway, Gavin, you experienced road rage today.
Because the roads were a little bit icy.
These motherfuckers don't want to do their goddamn job and fucking do the roads.
The roads are literally white. Not from the snow, but from the salt.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Not from where I was coming.
No, I know.
I was driving to work today, and I was going on the highway, and like I was going the speed limit eventually, because like the roads, while a little bit snowy, like were smooth.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't treacherous, let's say. It's not like you were slipping and sliding, peeping and hiding, and been told a long time ago, as the Godfather of rock once said. Self-appointed, I might add. God, sorry, I just started to think about Little Richard. That motherfucker was crazy.
Your road rage driving.
Yeah, but eventually I came to a point where, this person was going like 45, when usually it's like 65.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I understand you're concerned.
Were you able to pass them?
Well, I didn't want to like veer off into the left lane because it was like worse there, and so I was just like, I don't even know if I should fucking chance it right now because I don't have 4-wheel drive.
That's when you ride their ass.
No, Gavin, you should have chanced it. You probably would have been fine.
But then I realized it was like, oh wait, I'm not the only one being held up. There's like 4 other cars in front of this guy, and there's like this one red car being like just going.
So it wasn't even the guy in front of you. It was like 3 guys in front of him.
Yeah. And
I hate traffic so fucking much.
I was just like, you fucking pussies! I was going like, you sons of bitches!
But you couldn't change lanes.
It's not even that cold out here. The fucking lane right here is fine. You can keep going.
Hold on. I need to tell you about this stupid fucking cunt.
Oh my god.
So I was in the mall, right? And, trying to find a fucking spot because it was kind of busy. It was a Friday.
Find
whatever.
one of those massage chairs.
No, I'm in the I'm in the parking lot, and this bitch is taking up the entire fucking center of between parking spots where you're able to drive. She's taking up the whole center.
Okay.
And she fucking honks at me and she's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm going on my fucking side of the goddamn thing, you dumb bitch!
Oh,
You get out of my way!"
Kind of scared.
You get out of my way!
Dude, no, you gotta listen. I was prepared to take my fucking knife out of my glove box if she was gonna come up to my car. I was gonna knife her in the fucking throat.
Yeah.
You were there. You heard it.
And you heard it too.
Stupid cunt. I hope you burn in hell. If you're watching this somehow, I hope you burn in fucking hell.
Hell's not real, so you won't.
I don't care. I hope she gets fucking 5-degree burns or whatever the fuck from water. I hope you die in a car crash from the ice. Because you drive like a fucking dumbass.
Kumbaya,
My lord. Who's also not real because when you die, you solar plex through the universe.
Experience you have?
No.
Of your road rage?
Oh, my road rage?
Where do I start?
Yeah, no, really. No, I take my road rage out subtly on everybody else because when I'm driving, I drive like an asshole now. So like if you're like let's say just hypothetically, I think you're trying to pass me because I'm going 60 and it's a 55. And you're just being an asshole and you're just on my ass,
dude.
And I think you're gonna try to pass me. I'll make sure I move till just this on the center line, dude. I'll be on the center line.
Tightrope walking.
And anytime they like kind of get even closer to like go to pass, I speed up.
You see, I wish I kind of had that in me.
Oh, dude,
like the
you'll
one
get
that
it.
gets me is the one on our bridge. Like there's this bridge that I drive across every day to go to work, and it's under construction, and it's been there for months. And it's like everyone should be on the same agenda from now on. If you're going on the bridge, there's gonna be one lane. Get to the fucking one lane. It's because like we've driven it for months at this point.
And it's like
there's
lack of
one
preparation. Why do you gotta be an asshole?
Exactly. There's always one motherfucker who is just like, you're about
It's like it's not like there's not a fucking sign like a few miles out before you even get onto the bridge.
There is.
I know.
Yeah.
So people should be in the one lane.
But so they know it's coming up, but there's always one fucking asshole. It happened today, where it was just like, here he comes, this motherfucker. I always just think like, what do you think you're solving? Because you're just gonna get in front of another guy who's like not as fast as you.
See, and the thing is, I do both.
But I wish I had your thing because I remember when I was in the passenger seat and some guy was doing that to you and you're just like, you were like, nah, motherfucker, no, this is happening today. And I was like, God, I wish I could have that because on those places, dude, I wish I could like slow down time for a second and be like, no, motherfucker, you're either gonna merge left, you're gonna press on your brake, or you'll die.
You'll get to that point.
My grandpa was telling me how scary it was working on like the I think it was the interstate bridge or whatever, like wherever they had him working, like when he was like working construction. And like he said, and it was scary because you'd hear cars just screech to a halt right before the hole you're working over. So sometimes if you were just working, it was safer to jump in the hole than to see if he was gonna stop because some people wouldn't.
Fuck that.
And like on like like those toll roads and shit, if that's where you're working, like you're going like 80, 85, like that's standard. So like you're hauling.
Oh boy!
No,
I saw those eyes light up.
It's just I haven't told you. A few days ago was a month of me having my piercing. I just remembered that we were running a little behind on time because I had to drop off Z and Associates.
I think of the main character from Ants every time you say it.
But
his name's Z.
I had to drop her.
I think of the main character from Zombies because his name's Zed.
Oh man!
But I had to drop her off, and we had to be at our appointment
which made me
in Toledo.
think very particularly that Zed and Z.
They look the same.
Well, no, because it.
Fuck.
I'm gonna continue my rant for just the audio listeners.
I'm also gonna continue.
The like Z is very much feminine for like I think it's like the long E, but like Zed is definitely more masculine in my head. Mm-hmm. So like you could have a pair of Z and Zed and they'd both just be Z's, and I think that'd be really funny for like a video game character for like there's two of them. There's Z and Zed, and they're both just listed as Z. On the wiki, there'd be no pictures, so that like no one can really identify who's who until you start reading.
But
Sorry, go on.
So I'm going down the road to get to not the road to, but the road before I have to get on to get to my grandma's because we had to be there at a certain time so we can make it to our appointment in the city on time, which is like a 40-something minute drive. And I'm going 110 down the road, maybe a little more. I'm passing fucking everyone because they're in my way.
110 goes crazy. You shouldn't do, especially in your car.
Oh no, my car does it fine.
No, but you should don't do that. No, just because it can do it fine doesn't mean you should do it fine. Let's make it that.
I had to.
Okay, are we back on the video?
I think so.
Do you want me to do some clap
Are we centered in frame?
Listen, man. The speed limit is optional, but I'll stop for a stop sign.
Unless it's red. I don't stop for red stop signs.
Why?
Only stop for the green ones.
That means go.
Well, shit.
But yeah, I always kind of like when I get road rage because it's something that rarely happens to me. Well, I don't like it when I get it because I'm angry. And it also means other stuff probably isn't going right.
I mean, it's nice to get all my anger out in one go on a road rage, but...
It doesn't feel like a healthy way to do it, though.
No.
I'm just screaming in my car. I do that regardless. It's either singing or me yelling at bitches.
I'd probably be singing's better.
Singing doesn't get my anger out, though. That just makes me happy.
Sing harder.
I was so tempted to just fucking scream.
But in my head, you screamed, "I want to swing from a chandelier," but like obviously in singing tones.
No, I was just gonna. Ah!
I'd probably be really tempted to just poke your nose. No way to know. If you went and just held it, I'd be like.
I would have instinctively went to fucking punch you.
Is there a whole fight scene?
We flipped the table.
I'm sorry, Gavin, about your computer. I told you I was gonna flip the table.
I'd be so pissed.
He joined the fight.
But we got the fight scene on camera.
No, we didn't. The table would probably drop it over and break the camera.
Any more questions?
Yes, kind of a lot.
It's fine.
We'll see where this goes. So when I was at work today, and yesterday, there was, because I work in housekeeping. So,
Housekeeping. You want me for a pillow?
Where?
Yes, I'm not telling you that.
Staples.
But
Yeah.
in Dick's, they have a hotel.
Called balls.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not the type of Dick's you think. But there was this like Israeli Jewish man who came to my cart sometimes, or
At
just
Staples?
like, yes, who would walk down the halls, and he was obviously like. It was so fascinating because he was a pretty kind man, and I don't know if I don't think his English was all there because I heard him speaking Israeli, so that's probably his native language, and so like he would just he would be like, "Excuse my ignorance, but do you know how to put water in the coffee?" And like that was real. He walked like I thought for a second like this man could have definitely killed me because like he walked into my room, just like kind of walked in there because he's obviously from a very different culture. So that's probably just like regular, but like it was very weird because
dude,
this guy just came
that
in.
like he doesn't know how to make coffee, dude.
Yeah, but like well, it was fascinating.
They know how to make coffee, but their coffee is different from our coffee.
What I'm saying is like he had to ask. Like that's I'd feel.
And it's easy. I just like lifted up the thing. I was like, I think you just pour water in there.
Which part did you lift up?
The top.
There's two parts to the top.
What do you mean?
Like there's the water compartment and then the part compartment where you put the filter in the coffee.
Do you know what this coffee maker looks like?
What's your coffee maker look like?
It's just like this little tiny piece of shit.
Yeah, they still usually have two flaps.
Okay. I'm sorry I'm not the fucking
Gavin,
coffee maker
two flaps
guy.
like every woman. Come on.
Women have 4 flaps. The one's up here and the one's down there, damn it.
Not unless I cut 2 off.
Is that your new serial killer trademark?
There's flaps down there.
What?
Anyway, keep going.
I guess not for Z. Alright. But it was fascinating watching this guy because I felt bad for him in a way because he's obviously a fish out of water here.
Yeah.
He he was always very he wanted to make small talk a lot of times, but like I guess Americans have just been battered down by COVID or something, so we're all just like.
No, that's weird because that's what a lot of people supposedly like overseas and such. They find it odd that we make as much small talk as we do.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone here is so closeted and is like keeping to themselves.
That's wild. So imagine how
I feel like in other
places.
cultures they're way more like. Oh, extrovert is the word.
They just a lot of cultures have like respect things, but other than that, they don't really do small talk.
Definitely not in like Japan.
Well, yeah.
They got bombed.
Jesus Christ.
So did we.
What? Oh yeah, we did.
Can you take that out?
Yep, go.
It was the cause of anime. I'm not even joking.
Imagine just keeping.
That's a Dave Chappelle bit. Come
They
on,
got
man.
bombed.
Oh yes, but I was fascinated to see like that. First, that was fascinating because I was like, I wonder at what point America changed, because I feel like at some point we were much more accepting of like niceties, the common
Like pleasantries.
Yes, of like making small talk or idle chit chat. But now
It's a very American thing.
But well, I don't think it is anymore. I think everyone's just like, don't talk to me. like they.
I don't think that's the case.
Because like a family was walking by, going
Gavin.
to their room, and this man was like, "Are you enjoying your vacation?" and they were just like, they just kept walking, and they were just like, yeah.
Probably because they see a foreign man talking to them, and they're
Exactly.
family.
But that's the common. That's the common reaction.
That's because that's outsider shit. We're talking about American to American. They're still small talking like a motherfucker.
Gavin, people tell me all the intricate details of their lives.
Dude,
Sad.
I working as a cashier,
Isn't
people
it?
would not shut the fuck up. I know people's lore. I know their fucking lore of like how their brother died Yeah, someone's brother
Is that
got.
because we're in a small town? Do you think?
No, because
that's
I
everywhere.
work out. I technically work in a city.
No.
Yeah,
That's what it's
I'm
considered.
not thinking about that as, like when I compare us to like a bigger city, like I don't know, Cincinnati or fucking
Toledo.
they still have
Toledo,
small talk.
or like New York, L.A.
But even so, I feel like I just you're just wrong.
Yeah,
But Ohio is such a different. It's
I
such a
mean, the
different
Midwest
vibe.
is,
Yeah.
but there's still small talk like everywhere, from California to fucking over there. I don't even remember who. New York.
Over there.
New York.
Those other
Rhode
guys.
Island specifically.
Fuck you, Rhode Island.
Why do you not like Rhode Island?
Because of the goddamn 13 colonies. They're the motherfuckers that were always against us.
I forced.
They were the ones that started it.
I forced Aslan. Fuck. Take
I
that
forced Aslan to fuck.
out. No, take all of that. We've been saying Z this whole time.
Z. Well, we dropped her name in the last one.
No, take that out specifically.
Take this one out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forced Z to watch Luck of the Irish. With me.
You watched Luck of the Irish?
Yeah.
Isn't that the Disney film?
We talked about it on one of the
Yes.
episodes, yeah.
Oh, do not remember it.
It's a little worse than I remember.
I wasn't expecting much, man.
Well, I mean, you gotta understand.
A little leprechaun plays fucking basketball. I wasn't expecting like groundbreaking.
And then he gets sent to the shores of his father, which are Erie, not Erie or some shit, which is a very similarly pronounced and spelled lock in Ireland. Yeah, lock.
Loch Ness Monster.
All right, Gavin, hit me with a few more of those.
Oh yeah, but I was also wondering.
Goody goods.
I wonder why this guy chose Ohio to go to.
It's probably for business.
No, it wasn't.
No, you know,
Because-
a lot of there's more banking in Ohio than like money in banking in
the
Ohio
world.
than like Texas, like New York and California combined.
Damn, why?
I don't know. That's just something I read today. I don't know if it's true, but I read it, so it must be. Another thing I read is that some bank that I may or may not be a part of got 26% of its revenue last year from, or 2022
Poor people.
from, what is it? The overdraft fees and related fees like that.
Oh,
26%. That's just over a quarter. Which is a fourth. Or 7 grams.
of all of their revenue.
Yeah, well.
This fucking asshole.
Don't trust
The
banks.
train, the plane,
The
brain.
plane.
the crane,
Don't trust banks.
the vein.
Anymore?
Well, I was wondering why I came to Ohio because I've always thought about Ohio as like it's the place that people born in want
It's
to leave.
the heart of America,
and it's
man.
the people who are retired, like people who retired come to
People,
stay.
everybody everywhere hates on Ohio.
No, but like I think people come to Ohio because they're like, man, I fucking love Ohio. If they're not born in it,
There's
Chappelle.
There is a show I watch on Dropout. And I'll drop Dropout because I fucking love Dropout. Dropout's such a great
Do
company.
you watch Wipeout?
What is Dropout?
Dropout is it used to be College Humor.
Okay.
Now it's Dropout. And I love everything they do. Not everything they do, but I love a lot of what they do. I'm not a fan of some of the things, but that's not important. It doesn't mean it's bad.
Get dropped.
But they did a thing called Dirty Laundry where guests, they submit secrets about themselves.
Okay.
And then they have to guess who it was. If they don't guess right, that person gets like 3 points, but if they guess, they get a point, whatever. Well, one of the bartender on that show who makes all the drinks, because like if they drink. If it was them, they drink. It's like a whatever. The bartender is from Ohio, and he was raving about Cedar Point. And one of the guests was from Michigan, and they were raving about Cedar Point.
That's just normal to us, and we're like, why?
They were like, "This is and they're like, oh, and you gotta like get to the park really early, or you're waiting 3 hours for a line or a ride on a Magnum or something, whatever the fucking ride they were talking about." But he's like, but the Ohioan was like, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
I don't like roller coasters, man.
No, listen,
Roller
me
coasters
neither.
are
But
fine.
like for someone to hold something that I'm just like, oh yeah, I can go up there for a day.
This could literally.
I can
all get
actively go there
capsized in
for a
fucking
day
crater
trip.
and I wouldn't care.
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah,
it's
I boogie.
A big sinkhole could fall out in this, and I would be none the wiser.
yeah, I wouldn't really care. But
I
also
mean, they
it's
got
like,
that really high one now.
A really high sinkhole,
No.
Yeah.
dude. It's like top notch shit.
But he was even like, I can name all of the rides at that amusement
Did
park.
he do it?
No. I don't not believe him, you know?
Yeah, he made shit up.
I feel like that's a very like subgroup of people though.
Are you
Like
gonna
there's
get a
definitely a
pass
lot
on
that
that shit?
can.
That's a 0.1% in the world.
Well, I was just saying Chilluminati, and they go over about like the
Disney.
the Disney like deaths or whatever. And I didn't realize how big of like a Disney guy
Subculture that
Alex was.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing with like just amusement parks in Cedar Point, like too, where it's just like
It's for
there's
a
some
crowd.
people who know all about all of this stuff.
Like my uncle.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Are you getting a pass again?
I don't know. Probably
Why though?
gives you something to do.
No.
I really like to people watch there,
Yeah, there's a lot
dude.
of groups.
It's
I don't
listen.
people watch.
How about
you
instead
guys
of
talked about
the-
this? I think like on the 4th episode because I listened to it today. You guys talk about people watching. I'm like, I never people watch.
Boo.
That's all I get to do at my job.
How,
Kevin.
yeah. How about instead of Cedar Point, we do the zoo?
Yes, it's so much better.
There's not as many people.
In the summer,
I don't care about the fucking people. What
I'm
about the
I'm not a
monkeys?
people watch.
you can
Monkey
dude,
watch.
You can
That's
watch
so
the
much better.
Amish.
Okay, but like
You know how many Amish go to the zoo?
let's go to like I don't know the Columbus or Cleveland Zoo.
Are you driving?
I probably could, but like the Toledo Zoo sucks.
It's okay.
Yeah, but a zoo shouldn't be okay. If it's okay, it sucks.
If it's okay, it's because it's near us.
I want to like. I mean, I guess I could go oogie boogie at the monkeys,
I don't
but
wanna
like
I watched a bear scare all the kids in front of me so I could get to the spot to it, so that was funny.
I don't even want to spook out the monkeys. I just want to watch them.
no,
I want to sit on a
That's your
bench.
form of people watching. You watching the monkeys?
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
are your people.
I'll watch the monkeys. I'll sit on a bench with like a Coca-Cola and just like watch them as I listen to a podcast or something.
Kevin, why you couldn't? No, don't.
Actually, I'll put monkey footage on the back here for the entire thing.
Please don't.
What do we think about marshmallows?
They're okay. I don't like the texture they leave on my like. If I bite into it, it's like I don't like it.
What about you, Kyle?
They're good in cocoa, but that's because they get rehydrated.
I absolutely fucking love me a good marshmallow.
Marshmallow
Why?
root's cool.
Root?
Yeah, the marshmallow root. You can put it in tea. It tastes sweet.
Okay.
That's where
Why do you like
marshmallows get their flavor
marshmallows?
from.
I'm with Haley on this one. I'm kind of like okay about them.
No, man. I mean, I'll go through a bag of marshmallows in a night.
I can't do that.
I probably now listen. I wouldn't typically, but I definitely could. And maybe not now, but at one point, not
Yeah, I
so
know. I watched
recently.
you. I
definitely
watched
could.
you.
But like, if I'm having like, cause like I like shitty ass candy. I know. I like gummy bears.
Did you eat those frogs?
Not yet.
I think gummy bears are good.
Because of
Try a frog right now.
I don't want to eat candy right now. Every time I eat candy, I get horrible indigestion. But like,
It's probably because you're eating horrible candy, like you just said. But I think
know.
gummy bears are great. I think I don't.
well, I feel like if we're like looking at like as society looks at them, they're not looking at them as. Like,
I'm just not a
S+.
gummy person in general.
No,
I
No,
don't think
gummy
not
bears are
really.
definitely like an
But-
A tier
but I also-
candy.
I think
To a lot of people.
But I also like Tootsie Rolls.
My mother
Okay, that's
loves
a little-
Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, that right. That one. I
And
feel like
I
people
knew this
do not
about
like
you,
Tootsie
and I've
Rolls.
known this about you.
I like.
I get
Tootsie
your
Rolls.
Smartie obsession.
I like Smarties too.
I like the chewy sprees.
What are chewy sprees?
Fucking, I'm salivating, dude. They're fucking great. Fuck it,
Dude.
let's pause this and run to the gas station.
No.
Dude, I love the chewy fruity Mentos. Those fuck.
I got
I thought you
the
just said you don't like chewies. Or
That's not a
gummies.
gummy. That's a
Okay.
chewy.
I like the sour lightsaber gun lifesaver
Oh yeah, those, I like lightsaber gummies and then the sour.
Lifesaver.
life
Yeah, lifesaver.
yeah lightsaber.
You heard her say that too.
Lifesaver.
Right?
That's definitely what I
That's
said.
what
at
it
first.
is. It's a lifesaver.
You said lightsaber.
I said life.
Yeah, you said light.
Lifesaver.
Lifesaver.
Saver. This is
Saver.
not going to be a Craig and Greg thing with you again, motherfucker.
Craig of the Creek. Sanjay.
Craig and Craig are different.
Not the way you say it.
Craig and Craig. Say it again. Say it again. What's going on here?
Craig and Greg.
no, it's Craig. God damn it.
And Craig.
And Craig.
Fuck
You
off.
said the same shit.
Say it again. Say it again.
I'm not doing this again.
Craig.
No.
And Craig.
I don't know where I did this last, but I can't
It was
do
in
it
your
again.
room.
Craig, Creg, Craig, and Craig, Craig.
Thing.
I hear a difference, but I also think you're saying library. Like that's not how you say it.
No, well, so there's a name, and it's Reagan, right? But then there's people who spell and subsequently pronounce it as Reagan, and other people who spell and subsequently pronounce it as Regan,
Ew.
right?
I have a cousin named Regan, I think,
Ew.
or Reagan. Might be. The
Or is it
right
Reagan?
one. Ray? Like Ray
Like
gun.
Craig,
Ray gun.
and not Craig.
Crag.
Craggle.
Snap, craggle, and pop.
I've set this down in defeat too many times in the last few seconds here. Let's turn it around.
All right, what's up next?
And sour trolley. What the fuck do you want? No. No.
What are you talking to a dog? What the fuck?
No.
No, it wants you.
No.
So I've been just listening to comedy specials as I work, and
You listened to Matt Rife's new special?
Nope.
What about Dave Chappelle's new special?
Nope.
Want
I
want.
want to watch that
Wah, wah.
one sitting down. But I listened to Shane Gillis's new special, Beautiful Dogs. New. I think it's been out for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I remember how I talked about on this podcast how I don't really get a belly laugh out of fucking comedians anymore. But then I realized watching his stand-up special, I was like, nah, I was wrong. Shane Gillis has been one of my favorite comics for a long time. And like,
He's a funny guy.
I wonder the reputation he'll leave behind. Because I think he's really fucking damn good. And I mean, like, it says something to me when the comics I love go like, yeah, man, I don't really, like, watch a lot of stand-up anymore, but I watched all of your special and laughed all the way through it. Like, that says something to me.
Yeah, no, I think that's
I
valid.
find the guy fucking hilarious.
It raised a degree outside. It's now 5.
Thank fuck. But I just got I listened to his special for the second time today because I loved it so much.
Mm.
And he talks about like like noises you make during sex, and just like the worst ones it could be.
Dead silent.
Well, no, he was talking about like how like a guy gets exhausted during it and just like lays on the girl like full belly on belly style and just breathes into her ear. He's just going like.
Like Darth Vader up in there.
He compares it to like, have you ever had a dog like sniffing your ear? Like imagine that, and that's what you hear. That's what it feels like during sex.
Ooh.
And I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think the worst sound could be during sex?
Probably
someone. Yeah, someone hacking. Just like
let me ask you two separate. What's the worst one that would take you out of it, and then what's like, but like in a gross way, and then what takes you out of it, but it's funny. Like both of you.
What takes me out of it, but it's funny?
Like both of you start laughing because
a queef.
Is that both of you though, or is she embarrassed? Like would she be like, "God damn it"?
No, that's definitely the funniest noise.
I have no experience, so no comment.
I know, but we're talking hypothetically.
Once it starts walking, it's the funniest
but,
thing.
Like, what do you think? What do you think would be the funniest? Like, what if a band of clowns walked into your room as like?
I think I'd be terrified. I hate clowns.
I think if I stuck it in and it made like a clown honking noise, I think I'd run away. Yeah.
Or like what?
It was like I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
What if you were home alone with you and your babe, and then just like every single one of your friends just like walked in simultaneously, like the opening of the Muppets, just like.
Only if they were
like
coming
the beginning
out of a
of
comically
Fraggle
small
Rock.
car.
Yeah. Coming out of no, but they're just walking into the room one after another, and you think it's gonna end at some point, but people just keep coming, more and more people into your life.
I think that they somehow recycle themselves. So like you walk in first, and suddenly you're like 33rd in the line.
Hey, and we just like circle around the bed, just like walking around it.
Ew.
It scares me.
Doing like a dance number out of like Singing in the Rain, or like Mary Poppins, like that type of vibe.
We've all watched Gravity Falls.
Yar.
Toby Determined? Is that his name?
Could you move a bit?
Yeah, sure. The reporter?
I don't remember if that's his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's good.
The weird one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I don't even know who it is.
You know.
Put it up on screen. What's his name?
Put a big arrow pointing at Gavin's head.
The fucking arrow. Here it comes again. Whoa!
What else I was gonna go on about?
Well, it's time for the viewing.
Shit. I'm getting a viewing. I'm getting the color. It's for the aura. It's orange.
Orange.
We're orange now.
Orange.
Thanks, Gav.
Orange.
Fireballs come out of my
Oh, I'm so... I practiced this one once.
Today, right? Welcome to the viewing, people, where we see a soul in its mortal or afterlife going throughout its journey. Could be a barnacle, could be a whale, could be a Dickerson gang member, could be a snail.
And her name was Gail.
The Dickerson gang, I forgot about them. The room was filled with reporters and citizens from all factions, chatting and speculating about the upcoming address. Then, his figure materialized, and you could hear a pin drop. Good day, Parallels! With all that's been going on, the equivalents and I found it necessary to converse with you about some misconceptions. Many seem to be confused about who we are and what our intentions are. They call us evil, uneducated, and ununified. Within the alignment, we're referred to as terrorists and a threat to their security. To call us evil. Let me ask you, how are we evil? Is it because we liberated the colonies they were extorting for slave labor? Is it because we brought to the light what they so desperately tried to shove in the dark? Maybe it's because we preach a true idea of freedom, something they don't see as viable to sustain their own wealth. Well, I have news for everyone who thinks that we're ignorant to the alignment, who supports the United Solar Alignment. I grew up there. I got to see firsthand the brainwashing that goes on in their perfect little society. What they don't talk about is the vast deviancy between the wealthy and the poor. They claim that everyone is welcome, that under them everyone is equal. That those who live in the primary system are the same as those who live in the peripheral expanse. That's what they call it. The peripheral expanse. What do those of S1 truly understand about those of P37? For years, the alignment has provided its citizens with food laced with Cavalon Delta 9 as a cheap way to make it look better, taste better, and seem more filling. That's the same Cavalon Delta 9 that's banned everywhere else in the galaxy for being a proven toxin that shortens a being's lifespan. But we're evil. We're uneducated. Sure. Well, this is a call to all my fellow parallels through the galaxy. To make yourselves known, rebel against the alignment, and show them what we can do. Thank you. And remember, equivalence is on the horizon. Thank you.
Very America
I'm ready to join Antifa.
So, well, actually, let me unwind this. So earlier today, Kevin, I told you that there was a line that I rewrote.
Yes, you changed.
It is only the line he stepped out and the room fell silent. I changed to his figure materialized because I think it sets the theme a little better. Like
it does.
Not the theme, but the setting a little better.
Yeah.
And you could hear a pin drop, which isn't just as blatantly telling you that it fell silent. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on here.
Martin Luther King Jr., he died for our sins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. This is like the week after. Anyway. Well, 3 weeks after, because, 2 weeks fine. Excuse me. So, I don't know where to start. I never know where to start.
Your catchphrase is, there's a lot in this.
There is.
I don't know where to start.
You know?
You said it every time.
Good to know,
I don't know. It gave me flashbacks when I was going down the hair care aisle at Walmart.
I mean, I don't know. I never know where to start because, like, this is,
because you got a lot in your mind.
Yeah, well...
There's a lot that you know that we don't.
Well, first, I guess I'll start with, like, my idea for the story was initially it was going to be more focused on, like, this, rally member. Like, it's just one of the people who is attending this address live. Like, he's in person.
Okay.
Like, that's essentially, like... But again, I was steering away from, like, first-person narratives, so essentially this is because it is a speech. But, so I was like, you know what, I'll just start with the room. And the idea that I could build a lot of stories out from this. Because, like, I could talk about being, like, someone who's for the whatever, group this is.
Yeah.
And whoever this equivalence is, like, it could be from someone who's for them, or just someone who's kind of caught up in all this, or a reporter, or something that starts from the end of this. Maybe there's a war cry after. I can only assume that whoever this is inciting some sort of violence. Like, he's like, hey, let yourselves be known. Like, this is our time now. Mm-hmm. Like, all of the stories I've written, this is definitely a climax point of a story. Or this might be the inciting incident to what becomes whatever this climax is.
Okay.
I don't know if I should dissect what's going on in the story, or if I should talk about my thoughts surrounding the story in general, if that makes sense. No?
I don't know what you mean. But...
What the fuck are these chemicals they're putting in the food?
Well, I was just looking for, like, some like evil bullshit, like like something
Filler.
like because it also so at the beginning he says they call us evil, uneducated, and ununified. So this speech kind of breaks down, like it's like an attack based on those adjectives on this other, on the what is it? United Solar Alignment, because he's like, oh, we're evil because we liberated the people you were extorting, because you're more uneducated while you're feeding people poison.
Yeah.
And we're ununified. Well, let us show you that we're uniting. Like that's like the story through like the whole speech here. Like it's like, oh hey, yeah, like really we're these things. Like you're these things. Like you're just trying to make us look bad because this is in a sense like a rebellion. I assume because he used the word rebel at some point. But I imagine this is like the figurehead of some, again, rebellion, I guess. I guess there's no other way. Yeah, some...
Your Antifas.
That's why I said this was very
I don't know what
America
their
core.
morals are, but that's what it seems like.
Really, this is also like... I don't know what to go on about exactly here. Because I could break it down essentially line by line. Because I had a lot of thoughts with this.
Okay.
But also in general, this I think is just like a means for me to explore, like writing wise, with like buffing out factions and like larger politics.
Okay.
Like on a very large scale. But there's just, I don't know, there's a lot that's going on here. There is.
I know, but
I don't know what to start.
That's your catchphrase.
Yeah. Well, okay, because like it starts with good day parallels. So
Okay.
The parallels to me, like it's we're all the same. There's definitely a figurehead here. He's the one speaking.
Yeah.
But like parallels is like, hey, we're all the same. They call themselves the equivalents. Equivalence is on the horizon. The equivalence and I. So there's like some theme where they're all together. Like there's not separation between these people. They're all equal. They're all one.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I said, then it goes on to start talking about like the evil, uneducated, ununified, and then it talks about and like this dude. I tried to like. I couldn't nail the delivery on this.
Okay.
And I really...
I thought it got better.
Huh?
I thought it got better.
I'm glad. Thank you. But, like, with to call us evil, like, that line, like, he's appalled.
Okay.
Whoever this speaker is upset. To call us evil... Like, you have the audacity...
To call us evil!
To call us evil!
To call us evil.
Fucking audacity.
That son of a bitch. That whore.
Now, I just made up some evil shit. For them to, like, extorting for slave labor. I was very vague with, like, we brought to the light what they ever so desperately shoved in the dark. I also have we and they capitalized every time it's used here.
Okay.
Because it's another, like, very... I don't know what or figurative language or literary device I'm using here. But it's very repetitive. It could just be repetition here.
I remembered what I was talking about.
About what?
With my book, how it's like the George R.R.
Oh, yes.
It's a monogram.
Oh.
It came to me. And I was like, oh my god, that's the word.
That's pretty cool.
It was a week later.
Monogram.
Word of the day. But, side note, I was walking down the hair care aisle of Walmart, right? And I was just like, here, for a second, just like, watch me for a second. And I went lawsuit, because I was pointing out all the brands of hair care that are in a lawsuit for, endangering the people by using it because of the fucking everything. fucking everything.
Wow. There's this guy who talks about how much is owned by like one corporation because there's one large investment company called BlackRock, I think, that like essentially has like the highest stock and everything because they're an investment company. So people give their money so they can buy stock so that they. It's a whole thing. But there's this guy who's like, yeah, all of these companies, and he like takes pictures of aisles. In like grocery stores, and he's just like color codes them.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah. I was more explaining for Gavin because I assume that like you're not on this side of the internet at all.
There's also,
but he's like, yeah, they're all essentially controlled by one company because it has the largest money invested in each of them or whatever it is.
There was also this poor lady in the aisle with me while I was pointing and going lawsuit, they're in a lawsuit while she was trying to pick up a fucking shampoo and conditioner, and I was like, lawsuit, they're in a lawsuit. And I went to the back one like, they're all in a lawsuit.
So you're telling me as she picked him up, you'd be like, lawsuit, and she had to put it down and move down the aisle? And then as she moved down the aisle, she picked up another one, and you were just like, lawsuit, and you just like terrorized this woman.
Morally grip like
oh no, I wasn't concerned about her. I was just showing like Jesse like what everything in a lawsuit.
Okay.
Like they're in a lawsuit, they're in a lawsuit, they're in a lawsuit.
I thought she was like, can you help me determine which one of these companies isn't evil? And you were like, no, they're in a lawsuit. They did some fucked up shit. You don't want that stuff.
The only good thing I've found is Dr. Motherfucking Bronner's.
Dr. Bronner's.
They're suing other people for claiming to be organic when they are not.
Dr. Bronner's.
Dr. Bronner's, I love you.
Dr. Bronner's is calling people out for being fake motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
With his fucking
TARDIS.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Bible scriptures.
So now I use his lavender Castile soap as shampoo.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's cool. It's good. I use a 3-in-1. American Crew.
Lawsuit.
What else do you have to say?
Oh.
I like me reading my
It's also
keynotes.
like definitely supposed to be like a big reveal that this guy was like born in the alignment.
Okay.
He's like, oh, I grew up there. Like he's just like a head, he's like a leader of this
Group.
Yeah, this liberation group, and
very Detroit.
he's like,
become
no,
human.
I saw it all myself. The brainwashing that happens. Like they must be feeding these people utter garbage. You know what I mean?
I never finished that game.
What game?
Detroit
It's
Become
pretty
Human.
good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I never finished it. Never got around to it.
And some more evil shit kind of go into. Because they're just liars.
Bad
like
peoples.
under there, everyone's equal, but like really,
At least I think they are.
There's.
I'm waiting for you to be like these fuckers are the evil fuckers.
The
like later down the fucking story.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
The peripheral expanse is also probably supposed to be a larger like reveal as well. Not even like a reveal, but like just imagine.
I think this is a really good setup story.
No, I think so. I really like to think so too.
Yeah,
I
think it's pretty damn good.
Like peripheral expanse, like the idea that
Twitter.
you're so like unimportant, like you're referred to as the peripheral, almost secondary expanse. It's just
Yeah, it's very clinical.
Yeah. It really like kind of dehumanizes the idea of people being out there. Or like
Is our leader saying this?
that's what he's saying is it's called internally at the alignment. Okay. They call it the peripheral expanse. He that's why like he doesn't harp on it because I don't harp on anything in this, but he literally like that's what I wrote down here is that's what they call it, the peripheral expanse.
Okay.
And then I really like the line, what can those of S1 truly understand about P37? Because it's just like how vast the differences were like I assume S1 would be like their primary system, like where they originated from. Mm-hmm. And then they just have like these essentially nameless planets like P37. Like it's not even like its own number is hyphenated. Like what the fuck, like what little care goes into these people. And then Cavalon Delta 9. It's Delta 9 is a reference to a particular plant, and Cavalon is just like covalent bonds.
Okay.
But it's the idea. It's just more evil shit they're doing, and it's that kind of drives home the idea that they're uneducated. It's like it's literally banned everywhere else in the galaxy for being a toxin. Mm-hmm. You're just giving it to your citizens, like
Red 40.
What? That connection's crazy. Where'd you even pull that from? And then
what was it called? The United Space Agency? Like, I was like, motherfucker, you're trying to slide that by us?
What are you talking about? and then I also really like thank you, and remember you remember equivalence is on the horizon? Because I was like, what's their like punchline? What's their...
It's like ending a radio
what's
channel.
their
It's like, remember.
What's their kids eat free?
Yeah, it's equivalence is on the horizon. I'm like, I fucking love that. Because they call themselves the equivalents.
We can make
like,
t-shirts.
You mentioned... I kind of wish
from
you
the
stuck
equivalence
with it.
line.
The idea of telling the perspective of the story from somewhere in the
And-
crowd. But the thing is, you could tell that story in third person.
And I know I can, and I thought about it, but at that point, that was my starting point. I wrote the speech, and then I went back and I built everything else around the speech. And there was only 2 lines or something that were before the speech.
I think it would have been really cool I do think this is one of your best stories yet.
But in my head now, I can just tell that story if I want to.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, how can we make it better? And I think you are.
This motherfucker.
What?
One day he's like, we should just tell that story, and then the next day he's like,
I know, but you had a really good idea here.
But we could have told this other story too.
No, you had a great idea here because it's all about this story is about
everything's
setup.
a contradiction.
And it was great that you thought about
I'm going to gut punch you.
What is this guy's impact on his people that he's talking about? And to have that perspective thrown in there also sets up a lot more. And it would have been cool if, I don't even know, it didn't even have to be like the character you would follow through in that story, but to get like an idea of what a general person thinks of this guy.
Well, and I kind of wanted to like kind of lean into if it was like a supporter of his. So it would be like the excitement like rush through his body.
And there's a group of them, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I would love to see the crowd feeds.
Well, and the energy in that room, like he materialized. So it's for chattering and speculating. So it's just people going back and forth, like, I wonder what this is going to be about.
Yeah, right.
And
then poof, it happens.
He's here, and it's silent.
And he's one guy in a crowd of many, and he sticks out like a fucking sword, and everyone quiets. Everyone waits to see what he's going to say.
Yeah.
Ah, like
really
my scene in
cool.
Arcane.
Thanks, Kevin.
But all the stuff in this speech, I like you threw in these terms that we don't know what they mean yet, but they're gonna mean something. We just have to keep going and see what's gonna happen. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I really like the we they. There's definitely parts of this that like could have been expanded on, made just a little better, but
yeah,
I didn't think about that before, so we're here now.
Can't wait to read when I get home.
But yeah, the peripheral expanse. You know, that's what they call it. Fucking peripheral expanse. I can imagine like some space cowboy being pissed off. The fucking peripheral expanse. That's what they call me out here. Do I mean so fucking little to them?
You gotta have an accent.
He like puts his hat on. He loads this like fucking space pistol.
Is he a cowboy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you describe what he looks like?
No.
Okay.
No. This is just in my head. This is probably... You'll probably hear more about this guy eventually.
I know.
Fucking loads of space pistol. Let's go... He talks to his crew. He's like, let's go wreak some havoc, boys. That's what he says.
How big is his crew?
I think there's 3 ships, but they're not big.
Oh, I was imagining like thousands of people.
I was too.
No.
I was imagining,
this is
Martha
just a small hardy crew.
Oh, okay.
I feel like he leads something, but like that's later.
Okay.
It'd be a fun idea.
I was
I'll think
imagining
about
like
that later.
Hitler
Yeah. Yeah.
to his Nazis.
Oh no! I don't know. The best part about this is I don't know what this man looks like.
Okay.
You know, I don't know who this is.
I don't, because you don't.
My coworker's 11-year-old thought Michael Jackson freed the slaves.
Well, they know he had some.
Well, guys, it's been fun. How do we end this?
And remember,
Equivalence is on the horizon.
And we've been
all right.
the
Spectruminal
Trinity.
Trinity.